Alright, the first Tuliyollal role quest that I'm going to do is for ranged magical DPS. Our duo partner is Tsuuhe. That's Tom Sam Uuhe. Tsuuhe. Tsuuhe, whatever. I don't know. I'll probably pronounce it 3 different ways. Whatever. The quest is Power Forgotten. When I get... Let's see, what would it be? When I get the tanks up to 90, I'll do those ones as well. I'm not going to do it on level 100. I just don't want to do that. I'll just save it for later. When I get the melee DPS up to 90, same thing. I'll do those. Same for healer, scholar, and astrologian, and same for range. So I will be able to do at the level that they're kind of supposed to be done. Not that it matters a whole lot. All of the role quests and actually gain experience points. That's the big bonus. I like gaining experience points from these things. So the quest is Power Forgotten, level 90. Tsuuhe is a Makot female, black hair, red and black dress with kind of like a belt that kind of looks like one you might get from like a World Wrestling Federation belt kind of thing. Smile on her face, hands clasped in front of her body. Here we go. Tuliyollal, kind of obviously, if that matters. But oh, hello. Did Brooke Evu send you to help recover our stolen treasure? Give her a nod. Thank the heavens, and judging by your accoutrement, you really shouldn't judge by my accoutrement. It's not. Sorry. it's temporary because she's just gonna share gear at 100 with my red mage and black mage, so I just picked something. So sue me. And judging by your accoutrement, you're learned in the arcane arts, yes? If so, we've need of your power and wisdom. Well, I have one of those, maybe. I don't know which one. I give a fist and palm. Truth be told, it is wisdom that we require most. Damn it. You see, even though the treasure has been guarded by our people for generations, we know little of its true nature. I cock my head at this. In ages past, the forests of our homeland were plagued with terrible beasts, a constant source of fear and danger. To combat this menace, our mages spent many moons researching the treasure, known as the Perch of the Apex. Upon unlocking its secrets, they were able to drive the monsters from the woods, bringing peace at last. With the threat all but eradicated, our forebears forbade any further use of the treasure and enshrined it within the village. As the years passed, we slowly forgot what it was to live in fear, yet as our struggles faded into memory, stories surrounding the Perch of the Apex became legend, then myth. Now, none living are certain of its true power. Yet the peace was shattered by a member of the Passage of the Unbound. The villain wheedled his way into our trust, then stole upon my husband, the treasurer's appointed guardian, catching him unaware with a terrible blow that left him unconscious. I don't generally hear stole upon as like a verb, like to accost someone. She kind of closes her eyes and turns her head down and looks kind of down to the left. He has yet to awaken, so my daughter Tepeke has set forth to retrieve what was stolen. Unlike her father, she has no skill in the arcane arts and chose the path of the sword. Sword. That's why I've been seeking someone with the knowledge she lacks, should the ancient power be unleashed. Please, if you can find it in your heart to help Tepeke, I would be forever grateful. My options are consider it done, or if there's a mystic artifact involved, count me in. Consider it done. I pat my chest a couple times with a smile. Oh, thank you. Now, our only clue to the thief's whereabouts is from something he mentioned during his stay in our village. He spoke of his desire to bring change to a place called Radz-at-Han. Yeah, I know of it. That is where Tepeke decided to begin her search, so she boarded a ferry bound there by way of Limsa with her trusted sword and shield close at hand. That's how you'll know her. She agreed to stay in Radz-at-Han to gather information until aid arrived. I know nothing of the place, but it's likely she can be found in a marketplace or some such. Please bring our treasure and my daughter safely home. I give her a nod. Quest accepted. Just gonna teleport. 1945. As she said, you can get there via airship. And I do believe I don't think Limsa had airships. They have boats. Yeah, I know. Anyway. How do you get there? Is it airship? You can get to... no, hold on. It's attached to Thavnair. Thavnair doesn't have any symbols on it indicating that there's like an... so I guess there is an airship that goes from the main cities, or at least... ooh, that's a good question. Is it just the airship? Like from any of the main 3 cities? I know... what's it called? Dang it. The place with the knights and the fighting the dragons and... Ishgard. I know Ishgard has an attached airship route, but... anyway, I can teleport for free because I do blue mage stuff. We have, just to the north and west of the main Aetheryte, we have a Tuliyollal swordsman. But I thought it was a lady, so swordswoman? Oh, it does say swordswoman, my bad. She's talking to a man who's holding a crate and might be kind of annoyed at that, but who knows. Here we go. Makote female is the swordswoman. Cutscene. She has eyes like her mom. Hair color too. The guy holding the crate shakes his head no, like he can't help her. She just shrugs as he goes. Her sword is badass. It's the kind of sword where the blade gets ever larger toward the end of it. And then also on the back there are like 3 kind of teeth, like wide teeth leading to the point. Tepeke says, "Oh, are you looking for me? Whatsoever for?" "Mercy, can you say my mother sent you?" Her irises are pink. It's cool as hell. I love Makote. That's why I made the Makote. I used to like the Mithra in Final Fantasy XI as well, but I take it she's already explained the details, such as how we know next to nothing of the treasure and its capabilities. We have only the legends passed down through our forebears to go on. They speak of a Tural Vedral, of an owl that once terrorized the forest, whose soul is sealed within the perch of the apex. The tales have only become more vague as the mists of time obscure the treasure's origin. Even our village's eldest remembers naught but an ominous warning uttered by those who once wielded its magics. The master of the apex shall be showered with good fortune, yet leave only sorrow in their wake. Our shield is round, kind of a darker metallic color, got some like red crossing patterns on it. Also has on the bottom of it, depending on how you hold it, obviously, some kind of like bead patterns hanging down, and then the top of it, depending on how you hold it, obviously, seems like a curved ram horn, pointy at both ends, like a buffalo. You know how that horn starts in the middle of their forehead and goes out and pointy both ends. It's clear that despite owing their safety to the apex's power, our forebears viewed it as something to be feared. It must be truly immense. Now, on to the matter of the thief. Even during our brief acquaintance, he made plain his desire to bring change to Radz-at-Han. Naturally, I've started my search here, and I've been seeking anyone who's expressed dissatisfaction with the status quo. Sure enough, I soon heard stories of a recent arrival, a self-styled savior of Radz-at-Han who proclaims that he will lead the city to greatness, and calls himself the Justicar. I look a little bit shocked by this. He's apparently taken on the burden of personally exterminating the beasts which infest Thavnair's wilds. He made a great show of claiming he alone is equal to the task. While he certainly draws a crowd with his boasting, they only watch with morbid curiosity as he sets off into the jungles alone. I realize this could have nothing to do with our problem, but even the smallest lead must be pursued. I've heard he often gives his speeches at the region's smaller settlements, so shall we go to see this Justikar for ourselves? I give her a nod. It's decided. I hear Yedlamad would be a good place to start. Hopefully there we can find our next crumb of a clue. Alright. Ooh, that's a cheap teleport. 215. Don't mind if I do 15. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Boom. Take that. No, I'm a little bit sorry. Alright, to the west of the Yedlamad main crystal, find Tepeke. She's Tepeke, whatever. Talking to a higher-end boy, a human boy. Mercy, we're in luck. This boy saw the very man we seek. It seems he gave the same grand speech about saving the people, claiming that danger lurked nearby before venturing forth to combat it alone. Yet the radiant host could not well stand idle if there truly were beasts afoot. So one of them followed him. All we need to do is pick up their trail. The boy says, he ran towards the shroud, but you might be able to spot him from Kajaya's footsteps. You can see the whole forest from there. Thanks, you've been very helpful. So, Mercy, let's head there and see what we can see. The boy nods, she waves, he waves, she goes running. I go running. Alright, let's talk to the boy super quick. The soldier just left. If you hurry, maybe you can catch up with him. Oh. I thought you meant him as in the Makot female that we're working with, Tepeke, but he means the dude we're chasing. So we fly, mostly north. Kajaya's footsteps is in the middle of this zone and higher than the rest of it. I don't think with any exception. Well, any exception that you can actually get to. Well, maybe no exception, period. I mean, the outer edges of the zone, you have tall hills, waterfalls from them. There's also another tower even further to the north. But anyway, here's a destination marker where we and Tepeke are looking over the edge. Now then, let's begin our search. Since I've never actually seen the Justikar, I suggest we find the Radiant Host soldier first. They do all wear similar armor, after all. Search your surroundings for the Radiant. Move the camera. Yeah. And zoom. Let me zoom out first. Stop it. A fallen fungar. Whatever that is, it isn't moving anymore. Could it be one of the fiends that Justikar is after? Radiant Host soldier on the ground. That must be him, but what happened? You'd better get down there quickly. He's down, face down, shield and sword kind of off to the sides of him. Elzen, maybe, by the looks of it. White hair, green armor. It looks like we're going to be teleported there. Yeah, so cutscene continues with us running to the soldier. She kneels at their side. It could be a female? An Ara? Sorry. Not to worry, Mercy. He's unconscious, but otherwise appears unharmed. Getting knocked unconscious is pretty harmful. Unless sleepy, Sleep spores from a funguar could do it too. I'm looking around. I see the funguar. I see a rock. Another rock. I don't know why that's suspicious. The man is starting to get up. What happened? Hands and knees, then stands up. Shakes his head a little bit. We heard you came here in pursuit of the Justikar. Do you remember anything? Dang it. No voice. Come on. Hold on a second. Yes, I eventually found him. He was confronting that fiend that now lies dead. Fiend. Black screen, flashback. Our green armored friend is running. Sees the guy with a bow, so bard probably, or archer, but could be bard. That's the dude with the green helmet, completely covers his whole head and face, has the horns out to the side that are white and green, kind of a swirl. The green and white, gold, black armor, full body, has a bow at his back. At last, the Justicar graces Radz-at-Han. I shall bring unending peace to this beleaguered land. Looking at a Fungar at a distance. The green, our green armored friend, the Ra, comes up behind him. The Justicar says, "You are brave to follow in my path. Few indeed possess the mettle to even consider the terrors which threaten our home, let alone stand against them." It's just a Fungar. "Yet courageous though you may be, you are far too weak to fell a beast so mighty. Quit this place with your life while you are yet able." The green guard dude just looks at it and is like, "I'm of the Radiant Host. If I ran from such meager prey, I would become a laughingstock." "How bold to look death in the eye without flinching. I doubt not your conviction to defend Radz-at-Han, yet I believe it pales before mine." The Ara cocks his head, but this is unseen by the ranger, bard guy, archer. He holds up an Owl Totem. "O Apex, bestow upon me your divine might." Nothing is happening. He's in a Power Ranger stance. Like, legs spread a bit, one arm up in the air with the Owl Totem. "Do you not heed my call? I require your power more than ever." Is something supposed to happen? He looks at the totem. "Why? Am I yet unworthy?" He looks at it from a bunch of different directions, turning his hand around with it. "Or mayhap there is a button I must press?" Oh, the Fungar is creeping closer. Shock from the ranger friend. "This is not what I expected." "Stand aside, I'll dispose of this pest," he says, drawing his sword and big shield. Big ovular shield. Just give me a moment. It cannot end like this. I won't be made a fool. Come on, you moldy trinket. Work! Transform me into the hero of Radz-at-Han." Once more, holding it to the sky. Now it glows. Like a yellowish, goldish glow, and then the rest of his body glows a little bit as well. Kind of smoky gold. And 2 rocks fall. The Fungar falls. And apparently another rock falls onto the head of our Ra dude. That's what knocked him out. That would do a lot of damn damage, dude. Just saying. He brandished that idol and became wreathed in a mysterious light. Wreathed in a mysterious light. Then boulders started falling from the sky. Down they came, one after the other. That's when I must have been struck unconscious. Sadly, this might be my last video of the night. My voice is going. I recall only faintly, but I think I heard the man mumbling, quite excitedly, as if he had come upon a sudden revelation, or as if he was overtaken by madness. Yeah, one or the other, pretty much, yeah. We look again to the fallen Fungar and the 2 boulders, to the sky. It seems he got away unscathed. Either he had an incredible stroke of luck, or whatever he was beseeching to actually answered. Then it's as I suspected. This Justicar is the self-same thief who stole the perch of the Apex. I give her a nod. But no doubt he's long departed from here. First, I'll escort this fellow back to Yedlamad and keep a close eye on him. Head wounds can have dreadful after effects. Thank you for keeping... Yes. 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 Sorry. Not sorry. Thank you for taking care of him. He could die. Oh. We got teleported back to 'Talk to Tepeke to finish the quest. Tepeke. Cutscene. The soldier made his way to Radz-at-Han to make a formal report, and what an odd report it will be. She thinks on it. His account seemed to align with legends of the treasure's powers. The wielder escaped unharmed and brought ruin to those around him. Could those falling rocks have been a freak accident? I'm not so sure. Come on, voice, we got this. The Hiron boy, who we talked to earlier. You won't believe it. He came back. He comes running up to us. Who came back? The Justicar? He nods. Yes, not long after you left. He said he beat up a monster that knocked out a Radiant, and he was laughing his head off. Did he really do that? Is he really stronger than the Radiant? She looks to me. I give her like a, I don't know, what do you want to say? I think on it. My options are, whatever he did, the monster was slain, I suppose. Or, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Well, my mate can't stop talking about him. He wants to be just like the Justicar. His mom and dad weren't happy about that, though. I'd advise you and your friend to look for a different role model, but we thank you for telling us what happened. He gives a wave. She waves back. Well, there is one less fiend skulking about, I suppose. He may have been simply testing the treasure's capabilities, and as far as we know, he's yet to use its power to evil ends. I find his motivations a mystery, to steal the perch of the apex by force, only to come here to Thavnair and use it for good? It makes no sense. You've heard tell of this passage of the Unbound, yes? Many have ventured to Tuliyollal claiming to be their victims, yet here they would be saviors. Saviors? Here they would be saviors? If he had such noble goals, then why did he stoop to such devious deception? What could he be plotting? What could he be plotting? But that's neither here nor there. He stole from my people, and that misdeed can't be forgiven. The perch of the apex helped us win peace. By its might, our forebears built the foundation of the lives we now lead. Until recently, it stood silent, a symbol of our pride as a people. It reminded us that we carved out a home within that inhospitable wilderness. Being trusted with its protection is a great honor. I was so proud of my father when the elders chose him, so proud to be his daughter. Yet since the day it was stolen, some of the other villagers made their disdain towards him only too clear. I couldn't bear it. That's why I must get it back, to restore my village's pride and my father's reputation. There's still so much we don't know about the Justicar, but we have to assume he's learned to wield the Apex's power. I can't say whether those falling rocks have anything to do with it, but I won't discount it outright. I'll continue looking into his whereabouts while we still have so many questions. With both of us working together, we'll find answers soon enough. I pat my chest a couple times. Another 994,560 experience points, 2,000 gil. I think that's going to get me to level 99. Hooray! Yes. 23,789,000 to get to 100. I don't think I have any 99 waiting for me. Oh, I do. Wow. Why? Ours is not the question. Why? Oh, wait. Can I repair this? I think I can. I think I hit... Yeah, cool. If an item condition... Okay. So let's see. Earring and... And wrist. Do I don't have level 99, so I can't meld. My highest crafter is 97 right now. I'm working on it. We're getting there. Yeah, I can't meld. Anyway, good to know. I can maybe give that Oh wait, that's a good thing to do. Hold on. I was earring. See if these would benefit my black mage retainer. Anyway, Tepeke, myself, Pegasus, and the Wind Up Alpha. Thank you to. Stop looking at me. Look to the camera. Why do somebody? Sorry for Pegasus butt. Let's get Pegasus butt out. Pegasus. There we go. Still butt? Okay, hold on. Come here. Anyway, we thank you for watching. We hope you've enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Pegasus, why do you keep... Okay. Bye-bye for now. Yeah, my voice is there. It's gone. Bye-bye.